Let's get ready to be entertained. Smash or Pass edition.
Next bottom hang ya, who would've guessed it? Wanted to hear, I'll give you my all. I promise you now that I'll never fall. I won't drop, I won't quit, and I won't stop until I win. I'm more than just a broken kid, they call me Miles, I'm Spider-Man.
Welcome back, y'all. We are getting into Psycho. Absolutely. This is a smash or pass movie reaction. What does that mean, Andres? That means if you like this movie, just type down below, smash. If you didn't like this movie, hit pass. So simple, and fun and interactive at the same damn time. I announced I was gonna put this in a poll a while ago, and I did. Probably in either October or November, and it won. And then the final poll that I did, it didn't win. But it happened again here in January. I thought we were in February. In January, and this time it won. So I'm super excited to be getting into this. I've never heard of this movie. Apparently it's Alfred Hitchcock, and that means this is probably a book. I've never heard the book, but everybody keeps talking about how great this movie is. On IMDb, which you know is my home away from home, it is rated an 8.6, so that's super exciting. This is a horror mystery thriller movie, and it's about an hour and 50 minutes, so it's actually quite entertaining, and it seems like it'll be right to the point. Like, there's a lot of movies, especially older movies, that are over 2 hours long, and then by like the 1 hour and 15 mark, because I know why, they stretch it out with scenery, right? The filming back then was so much different than I don't know why I always go like this. I love rocking chairs. The filming back then was so much different than how it is filmed now. So that's why I think a lot of these movies are longer. I feel like if we cut out a lot of the scenery when they take that pan with the camera very slow so you can see every damn tree in the background. I feel like if they cut a lot of that out, most of those movies would probably be like 45 minutes. But this is back then when, acting and film was like an art. It still is, but much more art back then. So anyways, I'm excited to be getting into this. This stars Anthony Perkins, Vera Miles, John Gavin, and Janet Leigh. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. Let's jump right into this, y'all. I don't know what it's about. I normally read the plot or summary of each movie, but this time I did not. If you guys hear that horn that decided to go off at the same time as I'm doing my intro, just ignore it, guys. I live in New York City. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Psycho and find out exactly what this movie has got to give. Psycho music! Psycho music! Here we go! That was the best intro ever! Love that music! Phoenix, Arizona whores. Friday, December the 11th. Why did you just put numbers? 2:43. I can't read. Ooh, buddy.
Never did eat your lunch, did you?
These extended lunch hours give my boss excess acid.
Why don't you call your boss? Could laze around here a while longer.
Hotels of this sort aren't interested in you when you come in, but when your time is up.
Married couples who deliberately spend an occasional night in a cheap hotel.
This is the last time.
Yeah. For what?
For this business trip. We steal lunch hours. I wish you wouldn't even come.
I love like the old school. First off, let's just have a moment. You guys know I'm gonna stop this movie 1,000 times, so buckle up and get ready, because copyright situations are not happening over here. I had a kiss because everybody else is kissing. I love the kissing that they did here back in the day, because it was like, she looked like a cat purring. Like, when cats go like this when they want to purr? That's what they're doing right now. It's actually quite hysterical. And when they do kiss, it's very 2-second. We're not trying to give you all of this tongue to the action. So that's a gag to the key to the lemons to the squeezes of all the damn juices. And then second off, I love that back in the day, these classic movies, their hair is always on fleek. His hair, it was perfectly combs. They put the grease in it, the gel, whatever people used back then, the foam, whatever that is, the hairspray, whatever. His hair is perfect. Hers, can't tell, but his, perfect. And he has the third fun fact is what I noticed. One, he's very handsome. I do not know who he is. But the Well, so the fourth. The fourth thing is his nipples are big. They're like the size of a cola can, like, but the bottom. Isn't it? Actually, it really probably is. So those are the fun facts within 4 minutes and 20 seconds of this movie. Can you get excited for more facts?
I can come down next week.
No,
Not even just to see you.
we can see each other. We can even have dinner,
That's fun.
but respectably.
And after the steak, did we send sister to the movies, turn mama's picture to the wall? I want to see you. And under any circumstances, even respectability requires patience, temperance, a lot of sweating out.
These are some horny
But
freaks.
if I could see you and touch her even as simply as this, I won't mind. I sweat to pay my ex-wife alimony, and she's living on the other side of the world somewhere.
I pay too. They also pay who meet in hotel rooms.
Here's mine. Debts will be paid off. She remarries. They'll my stuff.
Let's get married.
Well, you just told you about the bad experience he had.
When I send my ex-wife for alimony, you can lick the stamps.
I'll lick the stamps.
I thought you didn't want to see him no more. Now you want to get married?
Oh, and you want to cut this off?
I'm thinking of it.
Hey, we can leave together, can't we?
I'm late, and you have to put your shoes on.
He's very handsome.
Is Mr. Lowry back from lunch?
Lowry.
He's lunching with the man who's buying the Harris Street property. You got a headache?
Things are like resolutions. You forget them as soon as they stop hurting.
Have you got some aspirin? Teddy was furious when he found out I'd taken tranquilizers.
Tranquilizers?
Oh, your sister called to say she's going to Tucson to do some buying, and she'll be gone the whole weekend.
Hot as fresh milk. Hey, air condition you up. You can afford it today. Tomorrow's the day, my sweet little girl. Tomorrow she stands her sweet self up there and gets married away from me.
My office is air-conditioned.
Do you know what I do about unhappiness? Buy it off. Are you unhappy? I'm buying this house for my baby's wedding present. That's not buying happiness, that's just buying off unhappiness. I never carry more than I can afford to lose.
I declare.
I don't. That's how I get to keep it. It's my private money. Now it's yours.
Suppose we put it in the safe.
Where's that bottle you said was in your desk? Oh, sometimes I can keep my mouth shut.
Even want it in the office over the weekend. Put it in the safe deposit box in the bank.
He was flirting with you. I guess he must have noticed my wedding ring.
Wow, he trusts him with $40,000. Trust her with $40,000.
Sorry, if you don't mind, I'd like to go right on home after the bank. I have a slight headache.
You go right on home.
Do you feel ill?
Just a headache.
Well, what you need is a weekend in Las Vegas.
But you're going to take the pills? They'll knock that headache out.
Can't buy off unhappiness with pills. I guess I'll go put this money in the bank, then go home and sleep it off.
Don't we all want her job? She just got here. She sat down, she played with her hair a little bit, she put on some lipstick, she got who called her, who didn't call her. She got a quick summary of the day. She got $40,000 in her beautiful purse, and then she going to the bank and she going home. She literally was there for 5 minutes and said, I'm out of here. F this water fountain and F these plaques. Wait, girl, you didn't go to the bank.
Marion, what in the world? What are you doing up here? What is it, Marion?
Did she steal the money? Ooh, that's a cool car.
Hold it there.
In quite a hurry.
Yes, I didn't intend to sleep so long.
You slept here all night?
Yes. As I said, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I didn't intend to sleep all night. I just pulled over. Have I broken any laws?
Is anything wrong?
Am I acting as if there's something wrong?
Frankly, yes.
I've told you there's nothing wrong, except that I'm in a hurry and you're taking up my time.
License and registration?
I see your license.
What about registration? It's a lawful command. Oh, he's following her. Oh, it's going off.
Be with you in a second.
I'm so confused why she stole that money.
No mood for trouble.
What?
There's an old saying, first customer of the day is always the most trouble. Fair and square that you won't have one human reason to give me.
Can I trade my car in and take another? There's nothing wrong with it. I just
Sick of the sight of it.
want to make a change.
One thing people never ought to be when they're buying used cars, and that's in a hurry.
How much?
Go ahead, spin it around the block.
It looks fine.
You are in a hurry, aren't you? Somebody chasing you?
Of course not.
First time the customer ever high-pressured the salesman. Your car plus $700?
700.
I take it you can prove that car is yours. Out-of-state license and all?
I believe I have the necessary papers. Is there a ladies' room?
First customer of the day. It's trouble.
I think you better take it for a trial spin.
I'd really rather not. Can't we just settle this? Is there anything so terribly wrong about making a decision and wanting to hurry?
All right, let's go inside.
What in the holy hell? What is going on?
Hey!
Just put it in here, please.
What in the...
Heck, officer, that was the first time I ever saw the customer high-pressure the salesman.
I better have a look at those papers, Charlie.
She looked like a wrong one to you. The only funny thing, she paid me $700 in cash.
Yes, Mr. Lowry.
Carolyn? Marion still isn't in? Buzz me the minute she comes in.
Called her sister, Mr. Lowry, where she works. She doesn't know where Marion is any more than we do.
As I said, I last saw your sister when she left this office on Friday. See her sometime later, driving... I think you'd better come over here to my office. I told you, all that cash. I'm not taking the responsibility. Girl works for you for 10 years, you trust her. All right, yes, you better come over.
I ain't about to kiss off $40,000. Any of it's missing, I'll replace it with her fine, soft flesh. I'll track her, never you doubt it. You checked with the bank, no? They never laid eyes on her, no? You still trusting, planning, and even flirting with me.
Pull over! Oh, she is psycho. There's probably somebody else a little bit more psycho than her, but she's pretty crazy.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain. Go ahead in, please.
Dirty night.
You have a vacancy?
Oh, we have 12 vacancies. Moved away the highway.
Oh, I thought I'd gotten off the main road.
I knew you must have. Nobody ever stops here anymore unless they've done that. No sense dwelling on our losses. We just keep on lighting the lights and following the formality.
Marcy Samuels.
Your home address? Oh, just the town will do.
Los Angeles.
Cabin 1. That's a big diner about 10 miles up the road, just outside of Fairvale. I'll get your bags.
Oh, there's cabin 1. Right there.
Well, the mattress is soft, and Bates Motel printed on it in case you want to make your friends back home feel envious. Want anything, just tap on the wall. I'll be in the office.
Thank you, Mr. Bates.
Norman Bates. You're not really going to go out again and drive up to the diner, are you?
No.
Would you have dinner with me? I was just about to myself. Sandwiches and milk, but I'd like it very much if you'd come up to the house. I don't set a fancy table, but the kitchen's awful homey.
Sandwiches and milk.
You get yourself settled and take off your wet shoes.
So is she like Catwoman? But in a different movie? She steals money, she changes identity. Girl, just take the money out that white envelope. It's kind of annoying. Like, she's kind of annoying. It's the character, though. She's playing her well, but this lady's driving me crazy. Take the money out the white envelope. It's so noticeable.
I won't have you bringing strange young girls in for supper.
Mother, please.
And then what? After supper, music?
Hungry and it's raining out.
Mother, she's just a stranger. Go on, go tell her she'll not be appeasing her ugly appetite with my food. You have the guts, boy?
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, here's your sandwiches and milk, girl. 1% milk.
I've caused you some trouble.
Mother, my mother, what is the phrase?
You shouldn't have bothered. I really don't have that much of an appetite.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said you did.
I wish you could apologize for other people.
But as long as you fixed your supper, we may as well eat it.
Might be nicer and warmer in the office.
I'm like, no, it'll be warmer in my bed.
Eating in an office is just too officious. I have the parlor back here.
Oh, wow. Alfred Hitchcock loved birds.
You're very kind.
It's all for you. I'm not hungry. Go ahead. You eat like a bird.
You'd know, of course.
Oh!
No, not really. I hear the expression eats like a bird. It is really a falsity. Because birds really eat a tremendous lot. My hobby is stuffing things. You know, taxidermy. I'd rather stuff birds because I hate the look of beasts when they're stuffed. I think only birds look well stuffed because they're kind of passive, and it's not as expensive as you'd think. It's cheap, really. You know, needles, thread. Well, it's more than a hobby. A hobby's supposed to pass the time, not fill it. Well, I run the office and do little errands for my mother.
Do you go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother. You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you?
Only my share.
Where are you going? I didn't mean to pry.
I'm looking for a private island.
What are you running away from?
Why do you ask that?
People never run away from anything. We're all in our private traps, clamped in them, and none of us can ever get out. We scratch and claw, but only at the air. We never budge an inch.
Run, girl.
Sometimes we deliberately step into those traps.
Was born in mine. I don't mind it anymore.
You should mind it.
Oh, I do. But I say I don't.
If anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. But I know I can't.
Sounded strong.
No, I mean, ill. She had to raise me all by herself up to my father died. She didn't have to go to work or anything like that. He left her a little money. A few years ago, Mother met this man. And he talked her into building this motel. When he died, too, it was just too great a shock for her. And the way he died. I guess it's nothing to talk about while you're eating. Well, a son is a poor substitute for a lover.
Why don't you go away?
To a private island like you? Who'd look after her? She'd be alone up there. The fire would go out. It'd be cold and damp like a grave. If you love someone, you don't do that to them even if you hate them. I don't hate her. I hate what she's become.
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
You mean an institution? A madhouse? People always call a madhouse someplace, don't they? Put her in someplace. Have you ever seen the inside of one of those places? The laughing and the tears. My mother there.
Good job, girl.
But she's harmless. She's as harmless as one of those stuffed birds.
Seems she's hurting you. I meant well.
Pluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately. Of course, I've suggested it myself, but I hate to even think about it. She needs me. It's not as if she were a maniac, a raving thing. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Sometimes just one time can be enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Norman.
I'm very tired. And I'll have a long drive tomorrow, all the way back to Phoenix. I stepped into a private trap back there, and I'd like to go back and try to pull myself out of it, or it's too late for me, too.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. I'll bring you some breakfast, all right? All right, Miss,
Crane.
Crane, that's it.
Okay, so, sir, you're kind of cute, but just don't bring me anything. You got these stuffed birds, and then you thought that for dinner, I wanted some plain bread, not toasted, and it looked like it was butter. I can't tell because it's black and white. And he had stacks of bread. That is not what I call a dinner. What happened to spaghetti and meatballs with a little bit of Parmesan and a little bit of thyme? What about a meatloaf with mashed potatoes? What about if you want to get like real cute? Give me like a pasta with zucchini grilled with chicken. Why are we eating bread not toasted with, I guess, butter and milk? Ew. No, thank you. And look at these birds. Oh. Alfred Hitchcock really does like birds, no shade, because he had a movie Birds, and now we've got birds all over the place. So Birds seems to be like his signature. I could be wrong. I'm just coming to conclusions from these 2 movies I've seen of him. She seems crazy. He seems crazy. I want to make fun of her so bad, but I won't. It's the old school movie. That's Mom? Oh, wow. She's dead?
Mother! Oh, God! Mother! Blood! Blood!
Blood. And he's gonna cut her up? What's that? He's gonna mop the floor? Cleaning up the evidence with no Clorox. Now he's gonna take away the car. Gonna find the money. Find the money! So his mom just like kills, go back to the house. We don't never see the mom. Bye, girl. Kind of annoying. So why do we meet the first guy? Established that she was messing around with somebody that she kept secret. The mom used the other key to get inside. $40,000. Well, take away 700. NFB 401E. We looked at that before. Is there a lake? Yeah. Bye, girl.
Now it's guaranteed to exterminate every insect in the world. I say, insect or man, death should always be painless.
Sam? Lady wants to see you.
Sam.
I'm Marion's sister.
Sure, Lila.
Is Marion here?
Of course not.
Thank you.
Something wrong?
I left home on Friday. I was in Tucson over the weekend, and I haven't heard from her since. You two are in this thing together. I don't care. It's none of my business, but I want to talk to Marion, and I want her to tell me.
Run out and get yourself some lunch, will you?
That's okay, Sam. I brought it with me.
Run out and eat it.
She looks like the lady. Who's this guy?
Thing could we be in together? Marion in trouble?
Let's all talk about Marion, shall we?
Who are you?
My name is Arbogast, friend. I'm a private investigator.
What's your interest in this?
$40,000.
$40,000. Well, one of you better tell me what's going on and tell me fast. I can take just so much of this nonsense.
Take it easy. Your girlfriend stole $40,000.
What are you talking about?
She was supposed to bank it on Friday for her boss. And she didn't. And they don't want to prosecute. They just want the money back. Sam, if she's here...
She isn't.
I'm up here on just a hunch and nothing more.
Not even a hunch, just hope. I don't care if you believe me or not. All I want to do is see Marion before she gets in this too deeply.
She was seen leaving town in her own car. By her employer, I might add. You know, we're always quickest to doubt people who have a reputation for being honest. Well, she's not back there with the nuts and bolts, but she's here, in this town, somewhere.
She's in the dirt, the mud, the pond, the river, the lake, the ocean. Everybody gets out on that side.
Evening. We do have a vacancy. 12, in fact. 12 cabins, 12 vacancies.
I've been to so many motels, my eyes are bleary with neon, but you know, this is the first place that looks like it's hiding from the world. I want to ask you a few questions.
No, that's no trouble. Today's linen day. Hate the smell of dampness, don't you? It's such a, I don't know, creepy smell. Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking for a missing person. My name's Arbogast. I'm a private investigator. It's a private matter. The family wants to forgive her. She's not in any trouble. We have reason to believe that she came along this way, may have stopped in the area. Did she stop here? Mind looking at the picture before committing yourself?
Commit myself? You sure talk like a policeman.
Marion Crane's a real name, but she could have registered under a different one.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't even much bother with guests registering anymore. I didn't even bother changing the sheets, but old habits die hard.
You said that nobody had been here for a couple of weeks, and there's a couple came by and didn't even know that you were open. Get the date somewhere. Here we are. Marie Samuels.
He's gonna kill him.
Marion Samuels. Your boyfriend's name is Sam. You want to check the picture again?
Look, I wasn't lying to you, mister.
Oh, I know that. I know you.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was raining, and her hair was all wet. I tell you, it's not really a very good picture. And she went straight to sleep and left early the next morning.
Which morning was that?
The next morning, Sunday.
I see. Did anyone meet her here?
No.
Did she arrive with anyone?
No.
Any phone calls or?
No.
Locally? Did you spend the night with her?
Oh!
How would you know that she didn't make any phone calls?
Good questions!
Now I'm starting to
Remember
it. I'm making a mental picture of it in my mind. She was sitting back there. No, she was standing back there with a sandwich in her hand. She had to go to sleep early because she had a long drive.
Standing back
Yes, but back in my parlor there. She was very hungry, and I made her a sandwich.
How did she pay you? Cash, check?
Cash.
Cash.
I guess that's about it. I got some work to do if you don't mind.
I do mind. You see, if it doesn't gel, it isn't aspic. Again, this ain't gelling.
We'll just come and go, you know.
That's right. She isn't still here, is she?
No. You don't believe me? Come on with me. You can help me change beds, okay?
Okay. Oh.
I think I must have one of those faces you just can't help believing.
Is anyone at home? Somebody's sitting up in the window.
No, there isn't.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, take a look.
Oh, that must be my mother.
This girl, Marion Crane, were here. You wouldn't be hiding her, would you?
No. I'm not a fool.
Well,
and I'm not capable of being fooled, not even by a woman. She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother.
Well, then your mother met her. Thick old women are usually pretty sharp. Can I just...
Mr. Arbogast,
I wouldn't disturb her.
I think I've I think I've talked to you all I want to.
Yes, but
So,
just for...
I think it'd be much better if you left now.
It would save me a lot of legwork if you let me talk to her. Would I need a warrant for that, too?
Sure.
Protecting the mother.
Oh, hello, Loomis. This is Arbogast. Is Lila there? Marion was up here. Yeah, she spent last Saturday night at the Bates Motel. This young fellow that runs the place said that she just spent the night, left the next day. Did question him, believe me, but I think I got all there was to get. This boy had a sick old mother. I think she saw Marion and talked to her. I think I'll go back to the motel first. No, you stay there with Loomis. I think our friend, Sam Loomis, didn't know that Marion was here. All right, see you in about an hour, or less. Bye.
Why does nobody go out through the left door?
Bates?
Mm-mm. Oh, he's just gonna go to the house. He just goes inside. Don't say hello. Prediction. I predict that he is the psycho. He killed his mother and stuffed her. And that's what we keep seeing, like her body movement, but it's actually not her. And he actually killed the girl, and maybe he dresses like his mom or something really weird and creepy. I feel like that's a little ahead of its time to be that creepy, but that's what my prediction is. Like and we already know why else would we hear that he likes to stuff animals? You know what I mean? So his mom is probably dead. He stuffed his mom. He does his voice like the mom, and just like his mom, and he killed that blonde lady. I don't know why he didn't stuff the blonde lady, but that's what's gonna happen.
Drive Saturday night has a lonely sound. Ever notice that, Lila?
Sam, he said an hour or less.
Then 3.
Well, are we just going to sit here and wait?
He'll be back.
How far is the old highway?
You want to go out there, don't you?
Patience doesn't run in my family, Sam. I'm going out there.
Arbogast said...
An hour or less. Well, I'm going.
You'll never find it. Stay here. One of us has to be here in case he's on the way.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and wait?
Oh no! I don't want him to die. Everybody's coming here.
Arbogast!
He should have called the cops.
Arbogast, no Bates. Only the old lady at home.
Where could he have gone? Don't you think he'd have called if he had anything at all?
Call the police.
Let's go see Al Chambers.
Who's he?
Our deputy sheriff around here. This is Lila Crane from Phoenix. She's been here searching for her sister. Well, we got a call from this detective saying that he traced her to that motel out on the old highway. He traced her there and called us to say he was going to question Mrs. Bates.
Norman took a wife?
His mother. Well, anyway, that was early this evening. We haven't seen or heard from him since.
How'd you and this detective come to trace her to Fairvale?
I thought you'd be coming to me.
She's not missing so much as she's run away.
That's right.
From what?
She stole some money.
A lot.
$40,000.
Explains the private detective. He traced her to the Bates place.
Well, he said that Marion was there and for one night, and then she left. Supposed to come back here and talk to us after he talked to the mother, and he didn't. Sorry if I seem over anxious. It's just that I'm sure there's something wrong out there, and I have to know what.
I think he got himself a hot lead as to where your sister was going. Called you to keep you still while he took off after her and the money.
Why don't you call Norman and let him say just what happened?
Well, he was out when I was there just a while ago. If he's back, he probably isn't even in bed yet.
He wasn't out when you were there. He just wasn't answering the door in the dead of night. You must remember that bad business out there about 10 years ago.
Please.
The sheriff wants you to connect him with the Bates Motel.
Norman? Sheriff Chambers. Have you had a fella stop by there tonight? Private detective. Name of...
Arbogast.
Arbogast. No, that's okay, Norman. Norman told him about the girl. The detective thanked him, and he went away. Told you he couldn't come right back because he was going to question Norman Bates's mother. Norman Bates's mother has been dead and buried in Green Lawn Cemetery.
Oh.
I helped Norman pick out the dress she was buried in. Periwinkle blue.
Mrs. Bates poisoned this guy she was involved with when she found out he was married, then took a helping to the same stuff herself.
Norman found them dead together. In bed.
Are you sure you saw an old woman?
Yes, I called and pounded, but she just ignored me.
It had to be. Because Arbogast said so, too.
Well, if the woman up there is Mrs. Bates, who's that woman buried out in Green Lawn Cemetery?
What is going on? Well, who's that lady buried up in the Green Lawn Cemetery? Look at his little walk.
I am sorry, boy, but you do manage to look ludicrous when you give me orders. I will not hide in the fruit cellar.
Now come now, Mother. He came after the girl, and now someone will come after him.
Told you to get out, boy.
I'll carry you, Mother.
Think you're doing? Don't you touch me. Don't. Put me down. Put me down. I can walk on my...
We're not seeing her face or anything. It has to, she has to be dead.
Did you two have breakfast?
You didn't find anything.
Nothing. It was a fake name. Saw the register myself. Saw the whole place, as a matter of fact. No, you're not seeing illusions, too. But no woman was there, and I don't believe in ghosts. The sooner you drop this in the lap of the law, that's the sooner you stand a chance of your sister being picked up.
Come on over to the house and do your reporting around dinner time. It'll make it nicer.
She's so happy.
Maybe I am the seeing illusions type. Want me to drop you at the hotel, or...?
Sam, I still won't feel satisfied until I go out there.
Better decide what we're going to say or do when we walk in there.
Shown to a cabin, and then we're going to search every inch of the place.
Won't he recognize him, though?
Wonder where Norman Bates does his hermiting.
Someone's at that window. I just saw the curtain move.
It's coming up the ring for you.
Uh-huh. Suppose you want a room?
Don't like the look of that sky. Looks like a bad day coming, doesn't it?
Okay. I'll take you to cabin 10.
Better sign in first, hadn't we?
No, that's not necessary.
The boss is paying for this trip, and, well, it's 90% business. I better sign in and get a receipt.
I'll get your bags.
Haven't any.
I'll show you the room, then.
Check in any other place in this country without bags, and you have to pay in advance.
$10.
That receipt.
I'll go on ahead.
All right, there's your receipt. Now I'll show you the cabin.
Well, don't bother yourself. We'll find it.
Sam, we have to go into that cabin and search it, no matter what we're afraid of finding or how much it may hurt.
You think if something happened, it happened there?
You had a useless business like this motel. What would you need to get out? $40,000? Something that proves he got that money away from Marion somehow. Arbogast. He liked me, Sam. Or he felt sorry for me. He wouldn't have gone anywhere or done anything without telling us unless he was stopped. So he must have found out something.
Start with cabin 1.
Cabin 1 is clean now. It's been a while. That's a nice outfit.
Bates. No shower curtain.
Sam? Oh, look, some figure has been added to or subtracted from 40,000. That old woman, whoever she is, she told Arbogast something. I want her to tell us the same thing. Let's find him. One of us can keep him occupied while the other gets to the old woman.
I don't like you going to that house alone.
I can handle a sick old woman.
If you do get anything, don't stop to tell me.
If the sick old woman could take out Abbott, whatever his name is, I'd be a little nervous with you, girl.
You looking for me?
Why, yes, as a matter of fact.
I never could keep quiet enough for her, so I just thought I'd look you up and talk.
And he has a peephole, so he probably saw. Scenery. Pan. God, this door is open. Every door is open. 1960s. People were more trusting.
I thought it was the people who were alone most of the time who did all the talking when they got the chance. You're alone here, aren't you? You drive me crazy.
I think that would be a rather extreme reaction, don't you?
Just an expression.
Mrs. Bates?
What the That's Bates. What?
I'm not saying you shouldn't be contented here. I'm just doubting that you are.
This place happens to be my only world. I had a very happy childhood. My mother and I were more than happy.
He about to lose it. The mother is dead, and I want her head. This is a creepy house. Beethoven. Great movie. And good song, or producer, or whatever he is.
Have I been saying something frightening?
I don't know what you've been saying.
I've been talking about your mother.
Why don't you just get in your car and drive away from here, okay?
I bet your mother knows where the money is and what you did to get it. I think she'll tell it.
Where's that girl you came here with? Where is she?
Now we're gonna find out that he dresses like his mom. She's gonna see the dead mom and she's gonna scream and then do that old classic scream.
Mrs. Bates.
I said she's gonna scream just like that.
If anyone gets any answers, it'll be the psychiatrist.
I got the whole story, but not from Norman. I got it from his mother. He only half existed to begin with. And now, the other half has taken over.
Did he kill my sister?
Yes.
And no. The psychiatrist doesn't lay the groundwork. He tries to explain it.
Then explain
my
it.
sister is...
Private investigator, too. If you drag that swamp somewhere in the vicinity of the motel, you'll... have you any unsolved missing persons cases on your books?
Did he confess to...
Like I said, the mother, you have to go back 10 years.
We don't got time for that.
To the time when Norman murdered his mother and her lover. His mother was a clinging, demanding woman. And for years, the two of them lived as if there was no one else in the world. And it seemed to Norman that she threw him over for this man. Now, that pushed him over the line, and he killed them both. Matricide is probably the most unbearable crime of all. He had to erase the crime, at least in his own mind. He stole her corpse, hid the body in the fruit cellar, even treated it to keep it as well as it could keep. She was there, but she was a corpse. So he began to think and speak for her. The mother half took over completely.
Mother.
And because he was so pathologically jealous of her, he assumed that she was as jealous of him. If he felt a strong attraction to any other woman, the other side of him would go wild. When he met your sister, he was touched by her, aroused by her. He wanted her.
Oh?
That set off the jealous mother, and mother killed the girl. Covered up all traces of the crime he was convinced his mother had committed.
The transvestite.
Doing everything possible to keep alive the illusion of his mother being alive. Walk about the house, sit in her chair, speak in her voice.
We figured this out. This therapist is killing me.
Dominant personality is one.
And the $40,000?
These were crimes of passion, not profit.
He feels a little chill. Can I bring him this blanket?
The mother.
Sure.
Thank you. It's sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son. They'll put him away now, as I should have, years ago. In the end, he intended to tell them I killed those girls, except just sit and stare, like one of his stuffed birds. They're probably watching me. Well, let them. I'm not even gonna swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see and they'll know, and they'll say, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Well. Okay, y'all, that was a great movie. I'm not gonna even have a long outro because I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm starving. But this was a very, very good movie. I would say smash all the way. I actually knew what the plot was. Like, once I kept watching it, I was like, okay, yeah. I was figuring everything out that pretty much he was playing the mother because I was like, how is an elderly lady that's sick, like, killing all these people? So he was pretty much, he reminded me of, have you guys ever seen that movie Split, which I think I have the reaction even on my channel. He was the first person to do what that character did who was in Split, which was Split Personalities, which was a very, very good movie, one of my favorite movies. So that was a creepy crawler. And I was trying to figure out, like, because I thought that we were much farther along in the movie, like midway mark. I thought we were like almost at the ending when he killed, I thought it was just he was gonna kill like the blonde lady and kill the detective, and then we're gonna be wrapping that up, and that's how it was gonna end, like him just killing those two people and like getting away, because I have a dark mind. But I was, and in the middle of the movie, I was like, how are we gonna get back to the guy that we saw in the beginning of the movie? Like he was just there for 2 seconds and that was it. And I thought that he was gonna be the psycho, but he wasn't the psycho. And then I thought she was gonna be the person that we were gonna follow around that was a psycho, the girl, the lady. And as she wasn't a psycho, I was completely shocked that they killed her off. But that's what happens when you do bad things. Bad things happen to you, darling. She just like got the $40,000. She didn't go, first off, listen, I had no sympathy for her death. Let me tell you why. She went to work. First, she was sleeping in that hotel room and not even really kissing a man. She was doing one of these motions. I don't know what that was. Like she was like a feline. So then she went to work. Okay, I'm slaving at work. I'm sure you guys are too. 8 hours a day or longer. She goes to work, sits down for 2 seconds, puts lipstick on, some random man flirts with her, gives her $40,000 like this, waving it around because he bought a house for whoever. Then she's like, oh, I have a headache, I'm going home. Takes the $40,000. Her boss believes in her so much that he just says, oh yeah, he deposits at the bank. She goes home, she says, screw this, screw everybody, I'm out of here with the $40,000. And back then in 1960s, $40,000 was probably like $1 million. So $40,000 was probably a lot. So fine. She was like, I'm out of here. I'm getting a new car. She even switched cars. The creepy cop. I thought the cop at one time was gonna be the psycho that we're gonna be following, because he was just like creepy crawling, but he was just like, he knew something was going on. Well, sir, hey cop, you should have looked up her. I don't know how it was in 1960. They probably couldn't like call in like they do nowadays. So what's the point of asking for the license? Well, maybe see if you could drive. Regardless. So the creepy crawler cop follow her around a little bit. So then she goes to some ranky-dank hotel. She's driving in the rain. Driving in the rain. She couldn't see, she could have hit somebody. Then she goes to the hotel. Then she's eating the bread. So that annoyed me. And then she takes a shower. And she's in a herbal essence commercial. Girl, yeah, you died. You were annoying. So she died. Then the detective he was pretty good. He was a pretty good detective. The standout character was obviously the man who played the psycho killer. And both of the men, I don't know their names, who those two actors were, but they were very attractive when they were younger. I don't know if they're still around. Probably not. I know they could be around. My mom was born in like the 50s, I think. So sorry, Mom, I just said your age. Anthony Perkins, are you alive? Let's see. Anthony Perkins. Anthony Perkins was a very attractive man. Oh, he was the killer. Oh, he died in 1992. Oh, he was born in 1932. He was a very attractive man. Who was the other guy? Who played, let me look up Psycho. Who played the blonde lady's boyfriend at first? That's Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, John Gavin. He was also very attractive. He died in 2018. Oh my God. I think they're all dead, y'all. That's so sad. Oh yeah. Oh, I know his wife. Or whoever that lady was. Oh, and John Gavin played in, it looked like a gay scenery thing. John Gavin was a very attractive man. So shout out to John Gavin. He also was a very good actor. I thought John Gavin was actually the strongest actor out of, well, no, Anthony Perkins and John Gavin were the stars of this particular movie. No shade and absolutely no tea. I think they're all dead because these people's pictures look like they were painted. So Janet Leigh, she died in 2004. Vera Miles, is still alive. Yay! Shout out to Vera. She's 95 years old. She was born in 1929. She was born. Oh no, she was born. So, and then Pat Hitchcock. She died in 2021. She just died. Oh, I liked her too. Yeah, everybody passed away. Martin Bosm passed away in 1993. We're not gonna keep reading about everybody who died. It's so sad. All these people, all these like great actors passed away. You know, it's very sad. 1915, 1907. Ciao. Anywho, very good movie. I would give this movie a 10. I'm so happy that I finally saw it. You can see also where new movies took from this movie, because there were so many elements of other movies that I've seen currently or recent in the 2000s that were so similar to this movie, but this movie did it first. This movie set the stage, the foundation for all these other movies to follow in its footsteps. So, and I can only imagine how creepy this movie was when it actually came out. It probably was a creepy crawler from Creepyville, and people were like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And when they were like, transvestite, I was like, oh, calm down, sir. But obviously, and also hearing that back in the 1960s was, but also they had movies with people who dressed up, men who dressed up as women back then. So, like, I don't think that was like an unknown thing. But I don't, obviously being gay and being a transgender was probably not highly looked up or highly favored. But regardless, this was a very, very good movie. So shout out to Anthony Perkins, John Gavin, and all the supporting characters because those two, and John Gavin, he came in at the beginning and he came at the end, and he still saw the scene. Let me tell you, the only scene that I felt like could have been chopped was the guy who came in who was the therapist. I felt like I understood why that scene was in there, because he wanted to explain pretty much the whole movie and the whole premises of what was happening and give also the backstory on Anthony Perkins' character. But I feel like we didn't even need that. We could have just figured it out on our own, because it all kind of just, we could have had a cop come in and just say, yeah, he admitted it, this, that, and the third. We didn't need a therapist to come and break things down. Like, I was waiting for him to stop talking because I wanted Pizza Hut, and like he just kept going on and on and on about stuff that I already figured out in the middle of the movie. So we didn't need that. And he also reminded me of the guy from I Love Lucy, and that's all I kept thinking about when he was talking. It got to a point where I was like, I don't know what he's saying, but he looks like the guy from I Love Lucy. Desi, I think that guy's name was. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for voting once again. Love you guys all the way down. And until next time, I want this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right. Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, 70 lives, one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I beat up, walking running through the six with a bag.